Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Brand new video. Let's get it. Subscribe. Let's click on the subscribe button. Um, I'm so thankful for uh the stuff that I've taught myself, man, along the years. So I'm so thankful that I've actually taken the initiative to learn this information, and as I grow, it can only get better and bigger. So yeah, man, I just feel great and sharing this kind of information with the masses and yeah, whoever watches these videos, whoever will watch these videos. And I guess my previous videos have pretty much explained and I've pretty much gone into detail as to my perception when it comes to the art of making money, financial literacy, financial education, and I believe it's quite imperative that we actually wire this information in our brains and in our kids' lives and pass it over to them at a young age. I believe that it I believe that you need to put your child in that kind of advantage for them to know the language, to know the numbers, to speak the language of money, to know the language of money, to understand how money works, to understand where money comes from, to understand where money goes, to understand how money is multiplied, to understand how money can be manipulated, to understand everything that has to do with money. And unfortunately, it's not told in schools. Like, they don't teach this information in schools, and we grow up to knowing what we know and doing what we've always done and never being able to step out. And that's I guess that's the hard part about changing the quadrants. It's hard for an employee to think outside of, how am I going to earn my money if I'm not earning it from my paycheck? A self-employed person thinks to themselves, how else am I going to make this money if I don't do it? So that's the attachment that you need to face and release and acknowledge and actually see it and realize that for me to break away from being an employee, it's going to take something really, it's going to take a huge risk. It's going to take me being uncomfortable, and and it can turn into, a whole disaster. I can imagine. And that's why we keep thinking to ourselves, and those are the things that we tell ourselves, and we never want to release, or we never want to detach from the familiar. I mean, an employee will essentially always seek employment. If you don't change, or if you don't face or acknowledge, as I'm saying, that fear that you have of changing the quadrants, especially from the left side to the right side, the fear of, how am I going to make money if I don't work for it? You don't know any other way, and therefore you will always do what you always do, and you will always get what you always got. It will never change. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Nothing. So if you learn to pursue money, then you will always learn to pursue money. if you learn to pursue a job, you'll always learn to pursue a job. You'll always be updating your CV. You'll always be looking for the. Not that a job is a bad thing. Not that people who work a job are good for nothing. No, that's not what we're saying. And wealth is not for everybody. Okay, let me put that in a bit. Not everybody wants to be wealthy. Not everybody wants to have $1 million, or not everybody wants that. So it's just how it is. Not everybody wants to chase their dreams and go for, not everybody wants that. And that's something, that's something that I got to realize. Like, no. That I always thought that you guys just don't get it. You guys just don't get it. Like, you guys are blind. Don't you see what's going on? This is not right. And other people won't see that. They literally look at you like you're crazy. So just remember that if you always chase employment, an employee works for the system. You are somebody that's going to be you're just a piece to the puzzle, pretty much. And if another piece, or if another puzzle, if another puzzle, a piece of the puzzle, which is you, falls away, they replace you with the exact same, like they bring another you immediately. Oh, this piece, we got this piece. We can get this piece anyway. There you go. There comes in the new piece to the puzzle. So you just work for the system, man. And that's the E quadrant. When you are self-employed, the S quadrant, you are the system. Now, it's good to move to because that's where I am. I'm crossing over. Well, I've been in the S or recently been in the S, and I've always been in the B quadrant. I've been an employee owning a business, and now I'm S into the B, back into the B, because I fell away a bit, and then come back to the I. I need to find myself in the I, and a self-employed person is the system where when they have all the time, but they don't have the money. Self-employed people, they have all the time. I mean, look at me, I have all the time. Hey, but the money though, so it's not nice being self-employed, and it's not nice having a job. You want to be able to be a business owner, get into the B quadrant where you own, you create a system, and you control the system. You own the whole thing. You own it. It's yours. You can create it and control it. That's where you need to get. There are different ways of doing that. Owning a business, there are different ways. I made a video about it. There's different ways. You can buy a franchise, go into network marketing. I'm making a comeback to network marketing very soon. Get into network marketing. It's the easiest thing. It's something that we already do. I mean, you tell your friends about that Showmax premiere or that series or that show that's coming. You so quick to tell your friends about the latest headlines, the latest Thabo Bester, Senzo Meyiwa, you so quick to anything that's juicy or just hogwash. You so quick to tell your homies or your friends about it, and you don't get paid for it. And here is a model, that like a business model, that is something that you already do. Like, you already do it. You always just talk to people, you refer things to people, and I mean, who wouldn't want to get paid for doing what you already do? So that's another system. That's network marketing. Why is that so hard to pronounce? Network marketing. And why am I pronouncing it that way? But anyway, you wanna finally be an I, which is an investor, invests money into the system. An E works for the system. An S is the system. A B owns, controls the system, and an I is somebody who invests money into the system. And that's where you need to be. And it's going to take some conditioning, changing the way you believe, certain things, changing words. You need to learn the language of money. You need to change your beliefs. You need to stop following what the same patterns that you've seen in your family. I mean, if everybody in your family had debt, and everybody in your family still has debt, and everybody in your family is struggling, then there must be something wrong. There must be something wrong that you can like just see and be like, you know what, I'm gonna do this differently, you know. So yeah, man, just before I pass out, just stay tuned to the channel. um and yeah, I hope you're learning something from this video or these videos. I hope you're really learning something. Yeah, man, I'm out.